You're the sunflower. I think your love will be too much, or you'll be left in the dust unless I stuck by you. You're the sunflower. You're the sunflower. Every time I'm leaving on you, you don't make it easy. No. Wish I could be there for you. Give me a reason to. Every time I'm walking out, you ain't telling me to turn around. Fighting for my trust, so you won't back down. Even if we gotta risk it all now. I know you're scared of the unknown. You don't wanna be alone. I know I always come and go, but it's out of my control. And you'll be left in the dust unless I sweat by you. You're the sunflower. I think your love would be too much, or you'll be left in the dust unless I sweat by you. You're the sunflower. You're the sunflower.
Stop shining like the Mega Man. I smoke Mega Man. Don't come at the truth. Send you back to where you came from. Niggas with the chain. Y'all so Bruce Wayne. If he act mysterious, he get in with my ray. Shining like a Mega Man. I smoke Mega Man. Don't come at the truth. Send you back to where you came from. Niggas with the chain. Y'all so Bruce Wayne. If he act mysterious, he get in with my ray. And if you was curious, guess I'm KK. I'm not time with everything, but bitches worth the wait. I look like a gang in my 40 and I aim. Marks on his head, now he looking like aim. Don't come let the truth send you back to where you came. I don't want a smooth bitch, I really want the brain. I just get a stare, now the bitch wanna claim me. Just open up your pack and it better be stank. Nigga, shining like I'm Mega Man. I smoke Mega Man. Don't come at the truth send you back to where you came from. Nigga with the chain, y'all so Bruce Wayne. If he act mysterious, he get in with my rage. Shining like I'm Mega Man. I smoke Mega Man. Don't come at the truth send you back to where you came from. Niggas with the chain, y'all so Bruce Wayne. If he act mysterious, he get in with my rage.
This man, this man remixing that damn Mario. Get you out of here with that damn schnozzle, that Hoover 5000 schnozzle.
Let me get that heat check, heat check, heat check, heat check, heat check, heat check, heat. Can I get that heat check, 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 check. Let me get that heat check, heat check, heat check, heat check, check. Let me get that heat check, heat check, heat check, heat check, heat check, heat check. Let me get that heat check, heat check, heat check, heat check, heat check, heat check, heat check. Can I get that heat check, heat check, 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 heat 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 check. Let me get that heat check, heat check, 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 heat check, heat check, heat check, heat. Let me get that heat check, heat check, 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 heat check, heat check, heat. Let me get that. I ain't never had nobody tell me how to win. When you pay attention, you can miss a chance to listen in. Know about your bitch, I'm that nigga that's gon' sneak in. Baddest nigga I know that I'm choking on that hand. All y'all niggas hurt, I'm that nigga in my city, bitch. I'm the type of nigga that's gon' get it out that sleep, bitch. Switching on my cheek, motherfuckers rhyme dick.
Alrighty, bud. Alright. I just gotta turn it up in my headphones so I can actually hear things. It's a little loud. Let's just turn her down a little bit more. Okay. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay. Alright. Okay. I have some fun stories to tell. I went to the mall today. I went to the mall today, and oh my god. Couple things happened. A couple interesting things happened. Basically, we were going to purchase some stuff for my brother's wedding. We were going to buy like, I don't know. Oh, not what I want. I wanted that. We were going to buy like some suits and things for said wedding. And so we're chilling, right? We buying the stuff. It's good. It's going, you know, decently well. And we out here, right? I'm kind of like, I'm done, right? I have my stuff. And so I'm just hanging out outside of the H&M. Just chilling, you know? We're just vibing. We just chilling. And this kid, like, he's like not even like 13. He's like 11, 12 years old max. He's walking around the mall looking like an absolute businessman, like on the phone. It looks like he's wearing a suit. I don't think he was wearing a suit, but it looked like he was wearing a suit. He's like, you know, he's wearing a suit. He's got his phone in hand. He's on the phone. There's like another guy trailing after him with like a bunch of paper in his hand. It was hilarious. Like, I don't know what they were doing, but I was like, bro, what the heck? And so so there's this kid, right? And he's on the phone. And the funniest part of the entire thing wasn't that he looked like a little businessman, is that like he was wearing a suit and he was on the phone and there's a guy trailing behind him with paper in his hand, and he had a Lego Movie backpack on. Like suit, you know, phone, Lego Movie backpack, businessman, bro. I be doing a hardcore business, bro. It was so funny. I was like, what the heck? What the heck? And the other thing that I noticed is that people, they dress up to go to the mall. They get dressed and everything, like put on their makeup, put on some nice clothes to go to the mall. And I was like, what the heck? People do that? And it turns out that a lot of people do that. A lot more people than I think do that. Well, a lot more people than I thought do that. I was shocked at how many people actually like dress up to go to the mall. I was shook. I was like, what? There were so many like young women dressed up to go to the mall, and I was like, dude, you're hanging out at a mall. Like, no need to like get fancy with it. Like, oh no, what if I meet a cute boy at the mall? Guys, what if there's a hot young man at the mall? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I was like, bruh. I was like so confused. I don't get why people like dress up to go to the mall. I don't really get it. Then again, I am also a dude. I didn't really see many dudes. No, actually, there were a lot of guys that were like dressed up to go to the mall. It was weird. I don't get it. Like, you're going to a mall. Like, do you expect everyone to look at you and go, oh, he's so poorly dressed? Like, just wear a t-shirt and like your pants, you know. But they were like wearing like way too many layers. It was insane. It was ridiculous. They were like a t-shirt, and then they were wearing a different thing and another thing and another thing after that and whatever and yada yada. There was also like, let me Google which word I should be saying here, just so I make sure that I'm not saying the wrong word. Actually, you know what? I'm fairly confident I'm saying the right word. There was like a lingerie store. I didn't go inside. I normally avoid those stores because yikes. But there were a bunch I got a glance of like who was in the store, you know. There were tons of like 17-year-old like young women chilling in that store, and I was like, what the why? I pointed it out to my brother. I was like, yo, there's a bunch of like 17-year-olds at that store, and he goes, what? And I was like, they're getting ready for their prom night, and he was like, bruh, as if it was like, why are you? Oh, dude, I don't get the whole thing with prom. It's like, oh my god, if I ask this guy out to prom, we have to do fun adult things at the end of the night. It's my one night to live. It's my one night to live victoriously. Oh my god. Like, bruh, that's you're not gonna talk to this homie. You realize that you ain't gonna talk to this homie in like probably 3 to 4 months. Most likely, statistically, you ain't gonna talk to this homie. You get that, right? No, trust me, it's forever. We promised. Bruh. I don't know, it was really funny. What was a couple other funny things? Oh my gosh. Shopping for wedding clothes is actually the worst. It's literally the worst. I hated it so much. Don't get me wrong, like I'll do it properly because it's my brother's wedding and it means something to him, so I'll like, you know, do my best and pretend. But it was a freaking process, bro. It was, oh la la. My grandmother came. When I tell you she's one of the pickiest women I've ever met when it comes to like clothing, I freaking mean it, bro. Like, holy frig, was she picky. It was insane. No, that jacket is like 2 inches too tall. And I was like, bruh, it's fine. It feels fine. It feels fine. Let me just buy this one. Why does it matter? No, you have to look good for the wedding. And I was like, bruh. I mean, I can guarantee you that I will be pulling up to my brother's wedding wearing my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle underwears. Just because I think it'd be funny if I do that and not tell anybody until after the wedding. I think it'd be hilarious. And be like, yeah, bro, I attended your wedding with freaking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle underwear. Because their whole thing is like, we have to be matching. We have to all match. And I was like, bruh, why? I get why, but like, why? If I get married, bro, it's gonna be on a beach. Like, we just gonna chill. We gonna have a good time, bro. We don't show up in your freaking t-shirt and shorts, bro. Like, I don't. It's gonna be a chill vibe party, bro. Like, I don't. Oof. And if you plan on marrying me, we are not having this big ordeal of like getting dressed and renting this whole place and doing all these things. It's way too complicated, bro. It's way too complicated, bro. It's not worth it, bro. Trust me, bro. Did I just dupe? Where did I dupe a torch? Did I grab 2? Whatever. But it's so complicated. It's like, okay, do you want the chicken or the salmon and blah 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 blah. Bro, we're gonna have burgers and hot dogs. And maybe a pizza. Maybe. Freaking somebody bring a barbecue, you know what I'm saying? Formal things, it's not my vibe. I don't do well in formal situations. Interviews are so awkward, bro. Oh, and another thing, so we had to try on all the stuff, right? We had to try on our clothing and whatnot, and we had to try it on and, you know, whatever, like, does it fit? It was so obnoxious. I was like, bro, it's a size 30 for pants. That's a little too big, but it'll work. It'll work, it's fine. It's fine, let's just get out of here. Let's just get out of here. I don't want to be doing this for the whole day. I got Victoria Royales to win. Just kidding. And so, yeah, so like I tried on, right? It's cool, it fits, awesome. So I go to show them because they're the ones paying for it, not me. My brother and his fiance are paying for it. And I go to show them because, like, they're paying for it, not me. And I go to show them, and they're like, okay, it looks good. And then by the time I get back to the room to put my clothes back on, the ones that I own, they were gone. They were gone. I was like, what the frick? Sorry, pardon me. They were gone. And I was like, bruh. Bruh. Where'd they go? It turned out that one of the women who freaking, you know, they have like people running the stall rooms. She had taken my clothes. She had taken them because she was like, oh, somebody must have just left these behind. I'll just take them and we'll put them in the lost and found. I was like, bruh, my phone is in there and my wallet. My wallet was in there with like my health card and my credit card and my debit card and my bus pass card and my there was my Pokemon card. Like, bro, I was like, dude, can I get my pants back, please? Because I need them. And she was like, what? And I was like, you are holding my pants. Can I please have them? And she was like, huh? And I was like, bruh, are you for real now? And she was like, what? I was like, those jeans that you are holding right now, those are mine. Can I please have them? And she was like, oh, these are yours? And I was like, yeah, bruh, those are mine. And she was like, oh, I thought somebody just left them behind. And I was like, no, we literally told you we were going to be trying on stuff for a wedding. We literally told you. How did you not know? How did you not know? Bruh. It was, holy friggin' jeez, bruh. I was like, what the heck? As if you're gonna be like, oh, I thought you left it behind. I was like, bro, I literally told you I'm gonna go out to, like, show them these clothes. I was like, bro, I'm not stealing. Alright? I'm not stealing. I'm not stealing. It's all you. It's all, we're gonna pay for it. I just have to show them because they're paying for it. It's for their wedding. And you were like, yeah, it's cool. No worries. No worries. I totally get it. That's so cute. When's the wedding? And I was like, I don't know. It's not my wedding. And then you steal my pants with all of my things. Bruh. It was something for sure. It was an experience and a half. So yeah. It was yeah. We didn't stay at the mall very long. I was surprised. I thought we were just gonna like hang out in the mall afterwards, and they were like, no, we're leaving. We're leaving. And I was like, already? And they were like, yep. And I was like, oh, okay. Was not expecting that, but alright. I guess we'll dip now. Turns out my cousin was at the mall at the same time. Turns out actually was my favorite cousin. Turns out my favorite cousin was at the mall at the same time, and I was like, bro, that's unfortunate. I would have stayed and we could have hung out. That would have been vibes, bro. Ugh. But yeah. That was pretty much what happened today. That was pretty much it. What else funny did I see at the mall? Yeah, there was like a surprising amount of people who dressed up to go to the mall. One of them I thought was particularly hilarious. Was a mother who went to the mall with all of her children and her husband, who everyone else in the family was just wearing like a hoodie and like jeans, but the mom was wearing like a full-on like dress and stuff. It was like you were going to the gala. I was like, what the frick? Why are you so like dripped up right now? Like, yeah, I mean, pop off, cool, but like I don't understand why you required to wear so much drip for just the mall. I don't get it. Like, slay, you know? Cool. Could not care less. But Did your husband lie to you and tell you he was taking you out to dinner and then took you to the mall? Because I don't know what you doing with all that right now. Like, I was like, what the heck? I don't really understand why you're so dripped up right now, but like, cool, I guess. And it was the middle of the afternoon too. It was like 1 p.m. and you're dripping like hardcore, and I was like, bruh, what? What you doing out here? Hella drip. The sun is still shining. You know, it was like, I don't know. It was wacky. It was really weird. A bunch of like freaking teenage girls were staring at me, and it was really awkward. There was like a group of them that were just staring at me, and I was like, listen, all right, this is for a wedding, all right. If you like, you're trying to like, oh my god, he can clean up. He can, look at him. He's dripping hardcore. I'm gonna ask him out to prom. I'm not going to prom with you. I met you at a mall. That's not happening. No, sorry. Nuh-uh. I am not going to prom with somebody who met me at a mall. You freaking kidding me right now? You're considering asking me to prom, and you met me at a mall, bruh? No, absolutely not. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't freaking understand what the who thought that was a good idea, but it's a bad one. Can confirm, certified bad idea. All right, like, it was weird. I don't get it, but you know, you do you, I guess. I ain't gonna be a part of it, but like, all right, sure. It was weird. It was really weird. See, I like hanging out at malls, right? But like, if I'm like with, it just has to be with somebody like outside of my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm hanging out with like people from my family in a mall, it's just kind of awkward because like how I act in a mall for them is embarrassing because I'm a very loud person. So I'm gonna do the things that I do everywhere else in the mall. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna change myself just because I'm in a mall, bruh. Absolutely not. It's not like I'm being obnoxious, loud, or anything. I'm just, you know, I'm being me. And so sometimes, like, I did the voice that, oh my god, that voice. And they were like, bro, it's so loud. You're so embarrassing. And I was like, it's really not that loud. Nobody looked over, all right? I had my eyes on the crowd, bro. Nobody looked over. They did not care. It was too loud for them to hear it. It was at a high pitch. They were listening to the freaking Shawn Mendes music playing in the background, bro. They weren't paying attention to what I was saying in a high-pitched voice, bro. It was like a dog whistle. Only my family members could hear it. You know what I'm saying? But they were like, bro, literally stop. And I was like, as if. Outrageous. Yeah. So I've decided that I don't like shopping for things that actually matter. Like, you know, a suit for a wedding or like stuff like that. It's not fun. Shopping for stuff you actually need is just not fun. I like going shopping and being like, okay, I got 10 bucks, right? We're gonna go to every store and we're gonna look at what's 10 bucks and whatever's like the coolest $10 thing that we can find, we gonna be buying that. But that's it. And it could be some piece of crap that I'm never ever gonna use again. And it's gonna end up like in my closet, and I'm never gonna use it in my entire life ever again. But it's gonna be a freaking cool piece of crap. Let me tell you, like, whoo, I don't buy junk, but when I do, it's cool. It is cool, bro. But yeah, that was my mall adventure today, so it was something for sure. Every time I go to the mall, it's really weird. There's just too many people. There's so many people and there's so many things going on that it's like hard to keep track of. Because I'm used to like large gatherings of people. But it's normally like stuff that I've either organized or I know what's going on, like church or camp or whatever. And it's not like confusing in any way, shape, or form, because I'm like, okay, everybody's gonna be here doing this at this time, but at the mall, it's just chaos. Everybody's doing their own thing. I have no idea what anybody else is up to, and it's just all over the place. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's just, there's so much stuff going on all the time, 24/7, and I'm like, bruh, what is going on? What is happening? What is happening? Why is there a child crying? Where's the child crying coming from? Is it coming from the first floor, the second floor, the third floor, the fifth floor, the sixth floor, like the seventh floor? Like, bruh. I'm actually not sure how many floors there are in the mall that I regularly attend, but you know, it's fine. Anyway, yeah, the mall is wacky. I don't know how to feel about it. There were so many people, like, it was ridiculous. There was almost no parking. It was insane. It was insane. It was insane. I'm surprised, like, how many people feel the need to dress up when they go to the mall. I'm gonna keep talking about this because it shocks me. It shocked me. I was like, what the frick? But so many people dressed up to go to the mall. I was like, it's a mall. Why are you dressing up to go to the mall? I don't understand. I don't understand. It was weird. It was weird. I was like, what? Huh? It was, yeah. I don't get it. I've got to look good in every social situation because I never know when the one person who will become my true love will show up. Like, bro. It's really not that big of a deal, dude. You're 7. You're like 15. Alright, you don't need to be walking around with your freaking things, bro. Green frog? I didn't see a frog at the mall, though. I did see a freaking weird thing. Was it Vans? I think it was Vans. They had like a partnership with freaking Crayola. And they had like weird freaking... Anyway, hi Pog, by the way, how are you doing? But they had like freaking shoes that were like Crayola shoes or something. And they missed out on so many cool opportunities. Like, you could have done so many cool things with that collab and you decided it's just Green Frog? Okay. Okay. But yeah, you could have done so many cool things with that collab and you really just decided to, like, not do anything and just kind of like, oh, we're just gonna color splash the shoes. Haha. Funny. Like, you could have freaking done so much cool stuff. Like, one of the ideas I had was, like, you make the shoe, so that you can, like, color it with Crayola, right? But then erase it. Like, that would have been so cool. With, like, Crayola dry erase markers. Because then not only are you selling the shoe, because everybody wants to color their own shoe. Ooh, excuse me. But you're also selling Crayola dry erase markers, because then they have to go buy the Crayola dry erase markers to be able to draw on the shoe in every color possible, right? Like, that's a missed opportunity. The other missed opportunity that they missed, they could have, like, made the shoe an actual crayon. Like, in the shape of a crayon. But they just, no, that's stupid. It's not gonna sell, but that's the point. Fashion is supposed to be stupid. Have you seen most of the fashion stuff? The fashion industry comes up with some weird stuff because it's like, oh, it's new and trendy, everybody's gonna buy it. And all you have to do is get it trending on TikTok and then boom. Like, those shoes, those Crayola shoes, that would have been like the Cars Crocs, bro. That would have been like a freaking cultural phenomenon. Fashion smashing, just wait till Goldie merch drops. Then the fashion industry will be changed forever. That's when the fashion industry starts crying. They're not ready for the dumb shit I'm about to pull. It's gonna be insane. A hoodie, but the hood is a fish eating your head. Oh, like it's gonna be great. It's gonna be nobody's ready for what I got up my sleeve, bro. Nobody's ready for it. It's gonna be phenomenal. I have so many good ideas. I'm gonna sell like those wavy men that you see at freaking those car things. The car like the guys who go and they just have a smiley face and some wacky hair. I'm gonna make one of those, but this like fish. It's a giant fish, and you're gonna be able to buy it for no reason. It's gonna be phenomenal. There's gonna be like 3, but I'm only gonna sell 2 because I'm gonna keep one, obviously. Duh. It's gonna be phenomenal. The fashion industry isn't prepared. Maybe I'll make desk ones. That could be fun. Little desk flying men. I've seen those, but we have to like customize it. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know how I would do that, but I'll do it. What else could we do? I don't know. There's so many things. There's so many things that we could do. The ocean is my plaything. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. How was your day, Pug? What have you been up to? What have you been up to? I went to a mall and I saw a kid walk around in a suit and a Lego movie backpack while he was talking on the phone making intense business deals. It was hilarious. He had his own little assistant and everything. It was really funny. I've been up to getting better grades. What does that mean? Why is it like... Why do you have it in like freaking air quotes? Are you lying to me? Are you lying to me? Is this what I'm figuring out here? I'd never lie. Cap. You've lied to me before. Surely. When? I'll think of something. There's probably at least like one occurrence, right? I'm not exactly sure which one, but I'm sure there's one. You're so chill and laid back, Goalie. But you don't follow the fashion trends. I can't be friends with you. I'm like, bruh. Nobody's ever said that. One lie I said was your cringe. True. That's a truther right there. That's a moment of truth. Thank you for coming to a moment of, like, human bettering. You bettered yourself as a person by admitting to your lies. Confession is an important thing. You know? The Catholic Church might make it really weird in this big kind of freaky deal, but it's not as complicated as it looks. It's not as complicated as it looks. You can always just use the Twitch chat. You can always just use the Twitch chat or the confessions, the Google Docs from a streamer, from a small streamer. You can use the confession Google Doc. It's a genius. It's a genius. Twitch chat gets moderated. That's why you use the confession Google Doc. It's safer. Use the confession Google form. I need the Google Doc. I don't have it. I'm saying I've seen people do like reading your confessions on stream. Oh me, oh my! I've run out of content ideas. I'm following the trend. I don't get that. Trends are kind of weird and quirky. I'm not a big fan of them. I'm not a big fan of trends. It's pretty good. Should I do one? I don't think I'm big enough to do one yet. I don't have enough people. There'd be like 5 people who fill out the form. Because some people do crazy stuff. I mean, it's true. Eventually, when I'm bigger, I might do one. But I think I'd do it with Pug. I have a couple other ideas, but I can't say them because if somebody sees the VOD and then they'll be like, oh my god, that's a good idea, and they'll steal it. They'll steal my steez, bruh. I can't have them stealing my idea steez, bruh. But Pug and I came up with a couple good ideas for stuff that we can do when we're bigger. We have more viewers. It'll be great. It'll be really good. I think you guys will like it a lot. But I mean, I have to figure out how to, you know, get more people to interact with my stuff before I do that. Because otherwise it won't work. It requires a lot more people than I have right now. So I'll give you like a little hinty. It's like One Question Go, but it's drastically different. You're not asking questions, and there's punishments if you fail. I'll leave it at that. But it's pretty interesting. I like it a lot. I stole it from Pug. Because I gave Pug my stream key and he was like, I'm gonna do this. And I was like, no, you can't do that to my viewers right now. There's not enough of them. How would you fail asking a question? That's the thing. You're not asking a question. It's something else. I'm not gonna say what it is because otherwise my idea is gonna get steezed. They're gonna get stole my steez, bro. I can't get them stealing my ideas, bro. I have to be the first person to do it. Otherwise, you know, bad looks. Bad looks. Once I do it, you'll understand. You'll be like, oh my god. That's the thing he was talking about like a year ago in that one stream, bro. He was talking about that thing where he was gonna do the thing and and you'll pull up the VOD and you'll be like, oh my god. I get it. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. They're not asking questions. This is what he was talking about. This is it. And I'll be like, bro, yeah, Pug. Come on, bro. That's literally... Come on, bro. Exactly what I was talking about. It'll be good. It'll be good. You'll like it. You'll like it. I promise. It'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be great. And I think it'll be like a me and Pug thing. Bro, oh my god. Pug needs to stop doing... Pug needs to, like... finish college, dude. And start streaming and making content more often. Like, that guy is... That guy is seriously talented. Holy shit. What if I don't like it? Then you can cry, because I like it. And I don't care. My target audience is myself, so like, bruh. Trust me, it's a good one. It's a good idea. I'd say that's pretty smart. Yeah, exactly. I'd say, honestly, I'd say it's better than One Question Go. I'd say it's a better game than One Question Go. This will be like the new One Question Go. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how good this is gonna be. But I have to do it. I have to time it right. I have to do it like at the right timing, and which is why I'm not doing it right now. Because if I do it right now, it's not gonna be anything. But if I do it at the right time, it'll be good. It'll be great, even. It'll be great, even. I just have to... It's all about timing, baby. It's all about the timing. Comedic timing, and just strategic content timing, but yeah. Because there's an infatuation. There's just so much content ideas right now that I have to wait. I have to wait till I have more people watching, and I have to wait till there's a lack of content ideas. Once people stop watching MasterChef again for the 6th time, then it'll be my time to strike. You know. I guess by the time that I have the amount of people that I think I'm gonna need for this, once people are done watching MasterChef for the 7th or 8th time, then I'll have enough people. You know, just because, you know, it takes a while to, you know, find people. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Oh, cool. Last time. Let's do this. Nice. But yeah, it'll be a good one. It's a good one. Pug really whipped out a banger, and I'm gonna steal it because he most likely won't use it himself. What are you gonna make right now? I'll show you when I get up there. It's better shown than explained. But I'm working on my base, bro. I'm working on a base, bro. It's like a big old base, it's a little too big, to be honest, to be fair. To be 100 with you, Chief. How do we get out of here? I think it's a little too big, but who cares? Not me. I'm going to like work on like a mega build because the server is going to be up for a while, like a couple years. I do? Okay, perfect. That makes one of us. We go up here. The server's gonna be up for like a couple years at least before it, you know, before I think it dies. And so I think I wanted to work on like a big base because I haven't done like a mega base before. I did like a little base, and so I wanted to try doing like an obscenely large for no reason base. At first, I agreed with Pug to make my base functional, but then I realized I'm gonna run out of things to do if it's functional and not like obscenely massive. And so I decided, screw you, it's going to be obscenely massive for no reason. And so, to start us off, we got these pillars. I have to fix them. Because they're not exactly built properly yet. This is all going to move. I'm going to move the nether portal down here. Actually, no, I think I'm going to take the nether portal and I'm going to put it way over there. So you have to like kind of walk towards my base. And then, because this is in the way of, like, viewing this from here. And so this is, like, the entrance staircase to my base. And this is, like, the entrance hallway door, I guess. The door that's not a door at all. And just kind of a hole in the wall. And then we're going to have 2 giant pillars here and here. Going just huge pillars. That's pretty massive, broski. Dude, that's what this isn't even the half of it. So you're gonna have this. You're gonna have kind of a church cathedral area-ish here, and then I think how far are we talking? I think we're gonna go like on that mountain. We're gonna have to remove that mountain, but probably like over here we get another giant pillar going, and then same place over here, another giant pillar going, and then we do another area here and there, and that's building 1. That's building 1. So, you know, we're gonna be at this for a while, I think. You know, we'll be doing... You have massive creativity? yeah. You know me, I be creative and stuff. Alright, I need to dump all this stuff in a chest. Need to dump all this stuff in a chest, bruv. Okay. Let's just throw this in there. Cool. Also, this I have a texture pack to make this look better, but it looks so stupid without it. Like, it looks genuinely dumb, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't know if I need to do anything about it, but it looks stupid. It looks stupid. It looks stupid, bruh. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Oof. What am I doing? So basically, what I wanted to do was, like, you know how Foolish on the Dream SMP has a bunch of wacky stuff all around his base area? I basically wanted to do that, but, like, more Deep Slate and stuff than Sandstone. Foolish, my G. Foolish is great. I love Foolish. What a cool guy. What a cool guy. Alright. Let's do this. Yeah, but Foolish is cool. I like him. Is his name actually Chad? Is that, like, real, not fake? Because that's fitting. That is extremely fitting. What if I do this? Boop. 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 Okay, do that. Like this. Boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boo. Boop, boo. Boop, boo. Boop, boo. Boop, boo. Boop, boo. It says birth given name is Chad. His parents knew. They knew he was gonna be a hunk of a man, bro. They were like, oh yeah. Mama Foolish knew what was up. He was like, yeah, bro. My son is gonna be super attractive. Okay. I need some of this, some of this, some of this. I need these. This. Shovel I don't need. This I need. That'll take. This. I don't think we'll need these. Did you... Whoa. That a little, What? What can I say? Foolish is an attractive man, alright? Like, I'm not, like, you know, interested, but I can appreciate, when somebody's been given the blessing of beauty, you know? I can appreciate when somebody's been given the blessing of beauty. When somebody's been blessed with You said my son is hot? Oh. Again, I mean, I think people can appreciate when somebody's been given the gift of beauty, you know? Parents can appreciate their child's beauty and go, wow, I did a good job. Holy. You know? In a non, weird way. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have a kid... Did I say this? Yeah, it's fine. If I have a kid, right, and, you know, they're physically attractive. I'm not attracted to them, but, like, I can understand why people, you know, would look at them that way. And be like, wow, that's a hot guy. You know, if my son ends up looking like foolish gamers, I did something right, you know? You know what I'm saying? You catching my vibes? Like, okay, fair enough. Exactly. Like, who wouldn't want their son to look like foolish gamers? Like, oh Baba Booey. You know, I was like, damn, bro, I had those genes in me and I didn't get them. Well, lucky for my son, you got them. Don't screw this up, bro. Not everybody gets this chance. You know what I'm saying? And don't be a silly goose about it either. What did I do wrong? Okay, this is what I did wrong. It needs to be this. Yeah, okay. Boop. 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 What if I do this? How does that look? Kind of stupid. I don't know. We'll go down and take a look. Doesn't matter. I think it's fine. I don't think we'll be able to see it from anywhere that's like gonna be actively reachable. Yeah, it's fine. I don't care. It looks good enough. It's always funny too, like, seeing how people react to seeing celebrities in person. Like, oh my gosh, I met, like, you know, if somebody met me at the mall today. Oh my god, I met Goldie at the mall. Like, dude, I'm a human. I go places. I do be a human being still. Like, I don't know what you expected, but yeah, you gonna run into me at the mall every once in a while when I need things. I just think it's really funny. It's like, wow, they actually go to the mall? They actually go to the mall? What? That's insane. That's insane. Like, yeah, bro. The mall has, like, a lot of stuff in it, bro. That's a good place to go to shop, bro. Yeah, you have a very interesting palette of blocks. I know. I wanted to, like, do something weird. I like it. Yeah. Without the texture pack, it would look stupid, though. I can't unload the texture pack right now. But I'll, like, tweet it out or something at some point, probably. Ugh, gross. I've had, like, boogers in my nose this entire time, and it's really obnoxious and annoying, and I hate it so much. I'll be right back. I need to blow my nose. Hold on. I don't know what's going on. It's like, I'll blow my nose, right? I did it earlier. I did it before stream. Ugh. Get it out, like, right now. What? Get what out? I'll come to Canada? No, I don't need you to blow my nose for me. I can do that. It's cool. Extremely unnecessary. have the full capabilities. I am fully capable of blowing my own nose. I don't need you to do that for me. I think we're good on that front, bud. We have these. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. You should have done it before. I did it before stream. I was like, this is disgusting. Let me deal with this before stream. And I did it. I blew my nose. And it did nothing. Do I want to do this on the entire thing? Probably not. Though it does add texture. Sure, I guess it doesn't hurt anybody. I'm gonna need more of those though. And more of these. This, boom. But yeah, I don't like boogers. Gee, thanks, Goldie. Wonderful, wonderful input. Confirmed. Goldie doesn't like boogers. Wow, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Man. They're gross? Yeah, but I mean, they do like good stuff for your body, which I like. I respect them for. I can respect boogers, I just don't like them, you know what I'm saying? How did I do this on this side? I just did this. Yep. Okay. Goldie, serious question. Yo, what's up? Thoughts on goldfish? They're kind of stupid, bro. I'd like to get one, just because like it's on brand and whatever. It's just I'm always like out of the house a lot. Like especially during the summer, I just leave. I leave for the whole summer and I don't come back, and so it would just probably die. That's like the food. Oh, that's great. I love it. I eat it all the time. Well, when I have money, I buy some and eat some. But when I'm like right now, I'm like super broke, so I can't buy some and eat some. But when I can, yeah. If I had the choice between like cannibalism, no. See, it's just a brand name. It's not actually like I'm not actually a fish. Then you lied. You said. Okay, come on. Spit it out. You were a fish in a human body? That still doesn't, you know, make me a fish. That makes me a fish in a human body. Checkmate. Checkmate, atheists. Get got. You're wrecked. You're wrecked. Get wrecked. Besides, goldfish crackers are crackers. They're not like actual fish. Fun fact, I actually can't like eat fish. It makes me like oogie woogie. It makes me yucky. I can eat it, but like not a lot of it, you know? Which is a bummer because I really like fish. Fish is good though. I know. It just sucks. It makes me like, it's not that I don't like eating fish, don't get me wrong. It tastes pretty good. It's just, you know, let's just say Taco Bell bathroom and leave it at that. All right, let's just. Ah! Okay, cool. Okay, so those are gonna go all the way up, which they do. We need to figure out what we want to do with these. Yeah. Yeah, your boy is, Bubba Boy. Let me just say, Bubba, you know. It is what it is. Alright. Boop, boop, boop. 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 Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. I should. Should I start with? I'm very much sorry, but I have to leave. Don't be sorry. That's fine. You got a life. You gotta do. Yeah, things to do, bruh. You do you, bruh. I will see you another stream. You have yourself a phenomenal night. Do your thing, bruh. Don't need to apologize. I understand. No. I will see you in the Discord. That's true. That's true. Never mind. That is true. That is true. I will see you in the Discord. Can I trust this link? Oh, that's my YouTube link. Yeah. It's your Discord? That's literally my YouTube link. It's like, homie, that ain't my Discord. I don't know what to tell you, but that ain't it. Somebody lied to you. You thought wrong. It's cool though. Are you already in the Discord? Look, I'm not smart. Yeah, well, like, it's chill. Yes, okay. I don't know. I'm just checking. Thanks, Nightbot. That is indeed the truth. Alright, I'll catch you later, bud. I'm okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's always weird when people have like different names on like Discord and like Twitch. Because I'm like, who is who? I have no idea. Bye. I think I'm gonna end it though, because I figured out what I wanted to do. I did what I wanted to do. I told my stories. I got nothing left to say. Otherwise, it's just gonna be me like running around building stuff in complete silence. So. It's trippy. Alright, that's gonna do it. Is there anyone here? I don't think so. No. Okay, cool. I'll just end it. It's Chillings. Bye. VOD watchers, hi, how you doing? Farewell.